Hi there, this is Amy Fitzgerald, and today I want to talk about my Enneagram 9-ness and what that looks like in a little bit more of a developed state, I would say. I don't know if the best healed is the right word, but like generally very grounded. And it's my bridge builder capabilities. And it's really annoying at first when you don't have this ability to build the bridge. You might have a desire to build the bridge, but unless you have the actual skills on how to, it's a little more difficult. So when it comes to relationships, to me, it is like I see both sides of everything. And that often leaves me like not making a choice because they're both equally valid. But it comes more into being and knowing how I feel and what I want and what I don't want and things like that. So the more I've known about myself, the easier it is to build bridges because my structure is solid and sturdy and grounded. And then you have to have this intention to build a bridge across, right? So it's not easy, but it is desirable because, we can travel across this with more ease and more effort. And it allows us this closeness, but also this separateness, if that makes sense. So like I am this, I'm my being and you are your being and everybody else is their being and they're all so different. So without this bridge building capability, we either lose connection or we reject it. So it's a very interesting way to look at that. Sorry, I'm just seeing that in my little mind right now, my big mind. But it is this capability to build the bridge that's the most important, I would say, for Enneagram 9s. And the Enneagram 9s have this quality of merging with other people, which really isn't healthy when you don't know you're doing it. I can see this beautiful quality being exceptional at the salon when I can merge with someone's energy and kind of know a little bit more about how they actually want their hair than they're verbalizing, or to understand their relationship dynamic. When I'm working with people who we're working on shifting their energy and moving through dense periods in their life. So it's a little bit more it's valuable to do both, to be able to merge, to be able to separate, and to be able to build a bridge. So these bridges are important because they allow for autonomy and connection. It is both that are so beautiful. I think it's Suzanne Stabile who has a lot of Enneagram stuff out there, and she says the best thing about Enneagram 9s is they see both sides of everything. The worst thing about Enneagram 9s is they see both sides of everything. And this can be terribly confusing to the people they love or other people that they're connecting with. But as I've healed and grounded myself more into my own being, it's been a lot easier to see both sides of everything, still remain stable and grounded enough to know how I feel and what my piece of the puzzle is, because everyone has a beautiful piece of the puzzle, but we have to learn to accept and understand that we can walk across the bridge and visit for a minute, but we're always coming back to our own space. And if we go across the bridge and we see something we don't like, we don't have to tear the bridge down. We can just go back into our own energy and then see how we feel. And then if we want to go back, we can go back. So I'm sure there's so much more there to unpack. But to me, it's just a super powerful gift, and I didn't really realize it at the time as I was going through a lot of these things. But as I've come on the other side of a lot of this stuff that I've worked through over the last decade, it's just so beneficial to my everyday life. And it's been difficult for me. Another bridge I'm building, I would say in a practical way, is this book that I've written and putting myself out there. It is not an easy bridge for me to go from, because these bridges, don't have to necessarily be with people. They can be with your relationship to so many things in this world, like your relationship to food, your relationship to exercise, your relationship to your children, your relationship to your career. It becomes a with thing when you're building a bridge, and especially when you're building a bridge with people, you can systematically build the bridge together instead of just one person constantly building the bridge. So there's a lot of dynamics again going on there that are really fun to think about. But me, every time I do a video or every time I do a post, it takes a lot of courage for me to be like, okay, this is okay. I can put this out there. It's not awful. I'm not awful. Like, my confidence is going from probably zero, not zero, I would say 11% confidence. And every time I do this, I do the, what is it? I don't know who says it, that you can do hard things. Yes, I can do these things, but it does take a lot of initiative on my part, and it takes action. And every time I, again, do one of these videos, I'm putting a little bit more belief into myself. I'm adding to my confidence level, and it's so beautiful. But that's what that bridge looks like to me. So every time I do this, and then it builds something that is okay, right? Whether it's God gets likes or people connect with it or not, it doesn't matter. To me, it's about feeling comfortable expressing myself in whatever I have to share. And I think also they say about Enneagram 9s, it's like a lot of times Enneagram 9s don't always feel comfortable speaking because they're not super assertive. They can be, but they're afraid of conflict most of the time, which leads to an abandonment wound. So if I create conflict, will you abandon me? So in this way, I'm like possibly creating conflict with a bunch of strangers I don't even know, but that's okay. Actually, it's creating conflict with the people closest to you that give you something can be the bigger lessons, but those are also a little codependent. So anyway, lots of magic around bridge building. But think about somewhere in your life where you want to get closer to a goal, but it's difficult for you. And so these are places that will require more energy, more time, more dedication, and more discipline. It's fascinating to me because I can connect with this with my astrology as well. And I love Enneagram and astrology. I think they work hand in hand. I can't fully say that this is completely accurate, but I feel like astrology is the courses I signed up to take, and my Enneagram is the way I will approach these courses. And so they kind of work hand in hand. But I have my North Node in a particular place, which is 12th house, North Node in Pisces, 6th house. The South Node is in Virgo in the 12th house. And so those placements, the intention behind them is where I've come from has been a place of rigidness and like somebody died if I did something wrong. In this lifetime, I'm balancing the other side of that with nobody's going to die if I mess this up. And it's okay to mess up a little bit. And it's okay to be messy. It's okay to, like, honestly, don't fix my hair and not wear makeup and have wrinkles and, leave dishes in the sink and not be there and showing up for every person all the time. So I'm learning all of this meticulous, necessary to be, in a way, loved in this lifetime. That it's okay to just be me, and I am loved already. And I love this, but my name means beloved, which is what you'll connect with sometimes on my Facebook pages and stuff like that. My middle name also is Renee, which means rebirth, but it is interestingly the masculine version of the word Renee in French. And how my parents came up with that, I do not know, but it's on my birth certificate that way. And so that is technically like beloved rebirth. And so I just love that. So it's freaking-tastic. And my last name, Fitzgerald, that's pretty cool too, because it sounds very literary. Anyway, thanks for watching my bridge building sharing. And if you have any questions, reach out. I love to talk about this stuff. As you can tell, I have lots of words. Okay, bye.